I'll never forget when I was staying in Thailand and me and this girl were having drinks at this restaurant on this mountain. And she asked me, "How was your childhood? Tell me some good times that you had in your childhood." And to my surprise, I couldn't think of nothing. I couldn't think of any times where I enjoyed my childhood, where I enjoyed my life, where I felt loved, where I felt good about myself or my situation. And I froze up. I literally just sat there staring like this for a good 5 minutes. And this was one of the most pivotal moments of my life, because after this I realized that who I thought I was not me. See, you're conditioned to be a certain way. Your mind is programmed to be a certain way. All of the thoughts that you think, the emotions you feel, it's all a program. It's all things you were programmed to feel. And this is true because everybody feels different ways about different circumstances. Everybody thinks differently about different situations and circumstances. Understand that. One person may have a great relationship with going to the gym and getting in shape. It might be normal for them. Another person might have so much resistance to doing it. Now, that doesn't make an excuse to be lazy and not take care of your health, because in your programming it's harder for you to do it. But I am acknowledging that it is harder for you to do it, and that's not your fault. It might be harder for you to socialize. It might be harder for you to express yourself. It might be harder for you to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself. But that's just how you were programmed. That's not you. Because when you were a baby, you had no problems doing that. You came in a world of clean slate, a powerful being, and your power was stripped away from you. So I'm telling you all of this to get to this point. The reason why I was able to uncover this scenario and realize that I was conditioned to be a certain way, and that I could let go of these thoughts and limiting beliefs and perceptions about the world that were not mine, that were handed down to me from my parents, from their parents, from my environment, from my church, from people at school, from friends, from whatever it may be. The reason why I was able to come to this situation and come to this realization is because I took risk. I took so many risks in my life. I've done things that's risky that most niggas have no courage to do. Most niggas is too afraid to do nowadays. Most niggas is too afraid to move in with a girl. Most niggas is too afraid to buy a one-way ticket and go live in Thailand, even if they got the bread. Most niggas is too afraid to commit to things. Most niggas is too afraid to quit their job and try to move across the country. Most niggas is too afraid of just basic things, like speaking to random people, like speaking to strangers, or going to the gym, or even failure. And let me tell you, I failed at more things than most people have tried. I failed thousands of times, and that's okay. Because if I didn't fail thousands of times, I wouldn't be able to give you this information and possibly help you change your life. So do risky things. Take chances on yourself. Bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. Invest in yourself. Because you're not going to be the best you by staying in your comfort zone. You're not going to grow and evolve by staying in your comfort zone, by doing the middle thing. You're trying to take the middle ground in everything. You're trying to take the easy way, the safe way. There is no safe. There is no safety in life. This is really the Wild West. If you really open your consciousness and realize that we're just programmed a certain way, but this is really the Wild West, bro. Because human beings are emotional creatures. Nature is an emotional thing. It's a chaotic thing. So there is no safety in life. So in life, you should have peaks and you should have valleys. The valleys is some of the best parts in life because that's where you learn and you grow the most. And once you're in a valley, you realize, oh, there is going to be a peak from this. This situation right here is growing you, whatever it may be, the failure from the risk that you took. It's going to evolve you. You're going to learn so much wisdom. You're going to learn so much about life and yourself. And by learning, I mean you're going to know in your heart. And you don't have to think about what's right. You just know it. You do it automatically. You know what to stay away from. You know what to do. And I think that's one of the reasons why I can help people find what they want, but I also know exactly what I want because I've been through these situations and I've learned so much about myself through failure and taking risks and taking chances that the universe has given me some type of wisdom. Because you can only gain wisdom by experience. You can't gain wisdom by sitting at home being a pussy. Pussies don't have wisdom. Pussies just have programming. And they act fake. And they're cowards. They don't want to do nothing outside of what they're conditioned to do. They want to be the same person their whole life but get a different result. So there's going to be peaks and valleys in life. When you're at a peak, know there's going to be a valley. And when you're in a valley, know there's going to be a peak. And once you know this, yeah, you're going to feel negative emotions. You're going to feel bad about yourself sometimes. You can't always be in a high vibrational state. There's ups and downs to life. But if you find yourself at the middle ground where you don't feel shit, where you don't feel any inspiration, motivation, you don't feel any drive, you feel no ambition, you feel anxious, you feel just weird about yourself, that's when you know you need to take some risks. You need to do something. You need to do something to make yourself feel alive because you're not living. You're not learning. You're not growing. You're not evolving. You're wasting your life at the middle ground. You got to live this shit dangerously. Now, I'm not telling you to make bad decisions, but realize most of the decisions that you make, you have to make right. There is no good or bad decision because life is a flow. You make your decisions right. But the key points I want you to take out of this video is that you are not your thoughts or your emotions. Those things have been handed down to you. They have been programmed into you like a computer program. So you are the way you are based off of your self-image, all the things that you took in and you started to identify and you created and morphed this identity out of yourself and said, oh, I'm this person. So I'm going to project this and then I'm going to get certain results based off of this. And unless you change that self-image, you're not going to get different results. Because if you can't project a different energy and understand that people's opinion of you is based off your opinion of yourself and the energy that you give out, how is anything going to change? Yeah, you can change your behavior, but if you just change your actions, but you don't change the person behind it, you don't change the energy behind it, it doesn't change anything. You're still the same person doing it. And people subconsciously sense that. And then the second thing is you got to take risks. You got to do risky things in your life. If you want wisdom, growth, if you want to be a person that's respected, a person that has a higher level of awareness, you got to do risky things. And then the third takeaway that I want you to have from this video is that life goes in peaks and valleys. So if you're at a low point right now, if you're at a valley, good. That means that you have so many blessings coming. But the thing is, you got to keep your faith high. At least more faith than you have doubt. I don't care if it's 60% faith and 40% doubt, because you're not going to feel good all the time. You're not going to feel confident 100% of the time until You literally programming it into yourself, which might take a year or more to do. That's it for this video. It was Zen Hustler, no slave. I'm out.